Assalamu alaikum viewers, I hope you all are fine today. My name is Muniba Arshad and I am here to discuss a topic, disk management and swap space management, with my member Sarah Larve. The contents of our topics are: firstly, I will discuss about the disk management, in which I will tell you about the definition. The second one is operations, partitioning, formatting, the structure and the disk management utility. And my member Sarah Larve discuss the swap space management. She will tell you about definition, uses, importance, different terms used, location, and grammatically explain swap space management and the data structure for swapping on Linux system. So, before going to discuss the disk management, I will tell you about the disk. That when we store a data, when we want to store data or install some programs in our computer, these all are right in disk. So the disk management is process to organize the disk that are attached in our computer system, that how to manage the whole data in a manner. So the next one is operation. The two basic operations are performed in disk. Number one is read and the number two is write. And we will get the three possible outcomes as a result of these two operations. Number one is successful completion, number two is partially failure, and the third one is totally failure. Successful completion means that we can successfully perform read and write operation in the disk. And the second one is partially failure, in which some of the disk data follow a bad sector. Bad sector is a portion of the track, or it's a sector area that contains no data, or if once we write data we can't restore that one. And the third one is total failure. Total failure, that we can neither perform a read operation or a write operation. So now we have the structure of the disk. Here in this figure we have a spindle, arm assembly, the tracks and the platters, and we have the read write head. Operation is that when spindle rotate in circular motion, the platter that is hardly or the rigidly connected to spindle rotates, as a result of which magnetic field produced. The bubbles on the disk or on the platters have some values, either 0 or 1. 1 means that we can perform read or write operation, and 0 means no operation will be performed. Through this spindle and the read write head, we can access the whole data in the disk. And this is tracks in the spiral circus form, and when we divide this track into the multiple zones, we can say it a sector. Now the next part is partitioning. The question arises here, why we partition the disk. The two basic reasons behind it. Number one, to give a secure environment to computer. To provide a secure environment to computer, we partition the disk, or to manage the huge amount of data of the files, photos, videos in manner or organized in a well-defined order. We divide a disk into different drives. The types of partitions are: number one is primary partition, and the second one is extended partition. Primary partition is the partition which is used as the system partition, in which our operating system involved, and which is mostly installed in C drive. All the other files that helps to boot a system are all belong to this partition. And the second one is extended partition. This belongs the extended partition, which can further categorize. So the diagram here, the hard disk, we have a hard disk in which we have a hard disk that is divided into three partitions. Two are the primary partition and one is extended partition. The primary partition that can't be further categorized. And the extended partition is further divided into two logical partitions. And the logical partition and physical partition, the difference between them is logical partition is the partition which is further divided. We can make further groups of it. And the physical partition is that in which the different partitions are merged or combined to give a single disk. Now we have formatting. What does the format mean? Format means we erase all the data of our disk. We erase all the data of our disk, and the formatting types are low level formatting and the high level formatting. In low level formatting, we divide our hard disk into different tracks and sectors so that we can easily read or write data. And each sector have its header information, have a data part and also error correction code. And the second one is high level formatting, in which we define a table known as file allocation table for each partition so that the information about all the files are stored in it. All the files that belong to each partitions are stored in file allocation table. And the last one is disk management utility. And disk management utility is basically a software which provides a view in which we can manage our partitions, we can manage their sizes, their capacities, and along with this we can create the new partitions, also delete this partition, or also format them. Now, in short, in my whole discussion, disk management is basically an operation in which we can manage all the disks that are related to our system. We can manage all the disks properly, all the data in the disk files. These are managed properly and separately. Thank you so much.